Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Today I thought I'd sit down and film a little Q&A, pregnancy Q&A, because I have recently just announced that I'm pregnant if you're new here, and I think these videos can be somewhat useful to other people because there's so many questions that, you like to know the answer to when you're pregnant, like a first time mum or trying for a baby and stuff like that. So yeah, I do find these Q&As very useful and good for the nosy people, I guess. I know we all love a nose into other people's lives, and yeah, I'm happy to share the answers to the questions that I received. So I just put a question box on my Instagram story and I'm just going to get them up now. Also, before we get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone. Every single person that's DM'd me, commented on any videos that I've uploaded. And yeah, you're just all so lovely, and I love talking to you in my DMs and in the comments. And yeah, I've just been really blown away by how lovely you all are, and I feel really happy to be sharing my journey with you because, I know how much it helps other people, like I said, and I just feel like I've really got a really kind of strong audience watching me at the moment, and I'm excited for new people to join the journey and watch me. So yeah, I just thought I'd take a chance to say, I know I've said it on my Instagram stories, but obviously if you don't follow me over on Instagram or you don't have Instagram, then I want to say it here. So the first question, my phone's decided to do an update on the Instagram app. Shouldn't take too long. Sorry, bear with me. So I'm actually 14 weeks and 5 days today, just to let you know. I haven't mentioned that yet, so you're probably wondering. So yeah, 14 weeks and 5 days, so close to 15 weeks, which is crazy. I did say that it would go quick, like once it's kind of out there in the world, I feel like it will go really quick, and I do feel like it is. Okay, we're done. Right, let's get this video started. So someone said, I'm so scared of pregnancy. Did you ever have that feeling? No, I've never really been scared to be pregnant. It's never really come into my head. I've always been super excited to be pregnant, and yeah, I just don't have that fear, and I'm going to try and keep it that way. I'm going to really try and be positive throughout. Do you know what? Actually, no, I was quite nervous when I first found out, because I was nervous that I was going to have really bad a really bad first trimester. I did film my first trimester vlog, so if you're interested in watching that, then it is on my channel. But yeah, I would say that when I found out, I was a bit like, okay, I've been told that it is the worst trimester. Am I going to be lucky, or am I going to have a really tough time? So yeah, that did worry me, but in regards to anything else, I do not feel scared at all. And yeah, I'm going to try and keep it that way. I'm going to try and be really positive. And, even the lead up to giving birth, I don't know how I'm going to feel at that point. So, we'll discuss that nearer the time. But I'm really going to try and stay positive and just, stay calm. But I also totally understand, I guess, the feeling of being scared. So yeah, I don't really know what you're scared about. You didn't really say, but yeah, try not to be scared. Women, do you know what I tell myself, right? Women do it all the time. Women have multiple children. Babies are born every single day. So, and yeah, okay, there are scary things that can happen, but just try and enjoy it. Just try and be happy, and yeah, just think positive. It's an amazing thing what our bodies can do. So yeah, try not to be scared, and just try and enjoy it when you are pregnant. I don't think you are pregnant, but yeah, when you do feel pregnant, just try and enjoy it. Do either of you have any preference on gender and any names in mind? I think there was another question similar about preference. So No, I don't actually have a preference. I think most people think, a girl wants a girl and a boy wants a boy. I think Harry, I'll speak for him, but he, I think, would like a boy. But then again, he said that he would be happy with a girl because he has friends and family that have little girls, and he sees how happy they are. So I don't think he will be upset with a girl necessarily, but I think his preference is more so a boy. However, mine, I really don't, I don't have that feeling of like, oh, I really want a girl. I don't. So yeah, I don't have a preference. I'm really, really happy with either. I would love a boy and a girl because ideally I'd like 2 children. So yeah, one of each would be perfect, but yeah, I'm honestly like happy with either. And yes, we do have some names in mind. I'm obviously not going to say the names. I know most people are quite secretive on names, and yeah, I kind of feel like that too because we're really not sure. We're not a couple that have had our mind set on a name for years. I know some people have had names since they were like teenagers, and yeah, we're just not like that. So I think there's like a couple up there that we're like pretty sure that we'll go with, but even Harry said, he was like, it's just going to be one of them things where you're going to have to wait and see the baby. I think once we know the gender, then that will narrow it down for us, which will be really helpful. But yeah, we do have some names in mind, but I am going to keep them quiet until obviously we announce the baby's name when they're born. That leads me on to another name question. So someone said, names you love but won't be using. I love Noah. I really love Noah as a name. My cousin's little boy is Noah, and a few people, it's quite a popular name actually now. But yeah, Noah, I like. Oh, now you put me on the spot. I'm not sure. I love the name Orla. I don't think that's one that we will use. I don't think Harry's quite too keen on that name, but I really love the name Orla. So yeah, one of each. I can't think of any more because my brain has just gone dead and will be here forever. So yeah, I'll go with them. Noah and Orla. Love them names, but I don't think we'll be using them. So I'm going to combine 2 questions together. So someone said, was the pregnancy planned? And someone said, what made you start trying when you did? So yes, it was planned. I had a coil fitted, and I had that for about 3 years, I think. And then I had that taken out literally a month before I fell pregnant. So I had one period and boom, it literally happened straight after that. So yeah, very, very quickly. And that also answers someone else's question that they had about my trying to conceive journey. I don't really have I wouldn't really call it a journey as such because it happened so quickly. So for me, it was just, a matter of coming off the coil, having a period. I did start tracking my periods on the Flow app because I wanted to obviously know when I was coming on. So I did download the Flow app and, logged everything on there. But I only had to, obviously, I logged my first period and then it told me when I was ovulating and we kind of went by that. And then it happened within the month. So yeah, I didn't really have a journey as such, which obviously I'm really, really grateful for. But yeah, so it was planned. And what made you start trying when you did? So someone else asked a similar question, like how did you know the time was right, sort of thing. And do you know what? I always said to myself, I want everything to be perfect in my life before I have a child, blah, blah, blah. I want the perfect life. I want the house to be completed. I don't want anything else needing to be done to this house. I just want to feel totally ready for this child. And you know, I was adamant that I wanted to be out of the apartment that we were in, because I just always said, like, you know, I would love to have a house when I have a baby. And yes, we did that. So obviously we've got our house now. We've been in this house a year. That was something that I was definitely adamant on. But when it comes down to like making sure everything is done in the house, like, I'm sorry, that is just never going to be a thing. There's always going to be something that you're going to want to do in your home. You know, there's going to be big jobs that cost a lot of money that, you know, most people can't just do when they want. You know, you have to save for these things, and, you know, these things take time. So when I kind of like had a little chat to myself, and, you know, I just kind of thought about it and thought, like, we're going to be waiting forever if that's the mentality that I'm going to have, that I want this perfect life. And yeah, it kind of just made me realise, you know, we've got such a lovely home. Like, what we've done in the last year, we've done so much to make this home much nicer than it was when we bought it. And, you know, we've got 3 rooms that are totally fine to use. Our living room is lovely, you know, it's just how I want it. Yeah, there's plans on that we want to extend, and we want to, you know, rip the kitchen out and all this crazy stuff, and we want to get the walls plastered in certain areas. But, you know, they're not things that are gonna necessarily affect a child. Okay, the extension will probably be a little bit ag with a baby, but, you know, our house is absolutely fine to bring up a child in. And yeah, anyway, without this question being this answer being way too long, I just kind of thought to myself, Holly, come on, be realistic. There's always going to be things that you're going to want to do. So yeah, and I felt ready. Like, I just felt, I don't know, I can't explain the feeling. It just, something come over me, and I just felt like I was, you know, obviously, you know, we're both in really good jobs, so that's another thing that's kind of like ticked off the list, like with, you know, things that make you feel ready. Like, you got a good job, you got a nice house. So yeah, I kind of just, it kind of gradually came on me that I just felt ready. So yeah, that was probably a really long-winded answer, but it's such a true thing, isn't it? Like, I'm sure many people can relate that there's always going to be things, you know, that you want to do. Nothing's going to be perfect. So yeah, someone said, how are you feeling about becoming a mum? I feel so excited. I feel so ready. I think it's going to be very challenging. I'm probably nervous too, but I just don't let the nervousness kind of come out. I'm probably a little bit too excited at the moment to kind of feel nervous, but, you know, there's no doubt about it that it's going to be challenging. But I feel like I'm kind of that maternal person, so I do feel like, you know, I'm going to be so devoted to this child, and I'm just ready to learn and just be a mum. So yeah, at the moment I'm just very excited, and yeah, that is my answer. Very, very excited. Which room will be the baby's nursery? I know you've recently done up both spare rooms, so some of you guys may have seen the vlog where we started to decorate the spare bedroom being my kind of dressing room, filming room. That room is going to be the baby's nursery. So we started decorating, obviously, once we knew that we were having a baby. And yeah, I kind of, you know, we discussed it and we agreed that that room would be the perfect room for a nursery. I know everyone has different opinions on a nursery. Babies don't necessarily need a nursery until they're, you know, a little bit older. But I just thought that, you know, okay, yeah, it's my filming room / dressing room. I don't really call it a dressing room because I had my dressing table in there, and, you know, I did get ready in there, and I did my filming in there and stuff. But it's not really a room that I necessarily need. I can do my filming anywhere. Like right now I'm filming in my lounge. I can get ready in my bedroom, in the bathroom. I just didn't feel like I needed that space. I guess I just used that room because it was there and it wouldn't have been anything else really. So, and then, yeah, so that will be the nursery. So it's just going to be a nice space where we can get the baby ready. We can feed the baby during the night. I think it's nice for me to be able to step out of our bedroom and go and feed the baby in there. Obviously when Harry's back to work and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of why we decided. And obviously, you know, we've recently just done up Harry's office room. He will eventually, if we do get this extension, he will move downstairs because the extension will include a room, and that will be Harry's kind of new office gaming room. And then that will free up the little bedroom, in which that will end up being a baby's room. So we've got the idea in our head. So yeah, that's the plan. So we've currently kind of kitted out the spare bedroom pretty fast actually. It's very neutral, as you would have seen in the vlog where we was decorating it. Very neutral. Obviously we don't know the gender, so we're, you know, not really sure what sort of theme to go for. But yeah, over time we will sort that out. But yeah, so that will be the baby's nursery. Do you have any feelings on what the gender is? Do you have a preference? So as I said, I don't have a preference. I don't have any clue. I haven't even bothered looking into this nub theory because I don't really want to not upset myself, but I want to wait for the surprise. Because someone also said, will you find out the gender? Yes, we're going to find out the gender. We're both really excited to do that. So we will find out the gender around about the end of December time. So yeah, we're just so excited to find out. And you know what, I was so close to looking into this nub theory, but I just don't want to, I really want to just wait for that moment and just not have any clue and just, you know, really feel it when we get told, or however we're going to do it. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, but yeah, I have no idea. I keep thinking a boy. Like, you know, when you imagine scenarios, I keep seeing me and Harry and a baby boy. I have no idea why, but yeah, who knows? Actually, me and Harry, we saw 3 magpies this morning twice, and he was like, if that's not a sign, then I don't know what is. So someone said, what were your first symptoms? Love your videos. Thank you so much. So my first symptom was my sore boobs. They were so sore. They still are really, really sore. The sore boobs started from probably about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 weeks from what I can remember. Yeah, they were sore. So that was my first ever symptom. And then it was the nauseous feeling. Someone said, did you find it daunting about how your life will change? No, not really. Kind of. Not loads. I think more for Harry. I think he's more of like a worried, nervous person, whereas I don't really kind of let the nervousness get to me. I don't really feel nervous. I'd say the only thing I'm probably a bit worried about is the kind of like working mum situation. So like having to go back to work and juggle that. Just because I work in London, you know, I live quite far away. My commute is quite long. So I'm kind of a bit nervous about that and how that will plan out. I have my mum as childcare, so I'm not so much worried about the childcare side of it. I'm just more worried about how it's going to make me feel and how I'm going to deal with having to get up every day and leave my baby I know they're with my mum, but I just, yeah, that's the only thing I would say. But yeah, I'd say Harry is more of like the worried person in like how it will change his life. But I don't know, I can't comment because I don't know yet, but I know it is life changing. But I don't know, I just feel like life can only get better. Like, it's gonna be so fun, like doing something with a little human. Like, that's your baby, you know. So for me, not so much. But yeah, the only thing is like the work side of things. Do you worry about the money side of it? That's the one thing that scares me. Again, I'm honestly like the most chilled out person. I really try not to let myself worry about anything really, which I guess can be a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. If you're a bit too relaxed, you probably don't really think of much, like, I don't know. But yeah, no, I don't really. Again, Harry does. Like, I feel like the money, the life changing, like all those sort of things are things that worry Harry. But that has been him before finding out he was having a baby. He's just a worried person. But for me, I'm like the most chilled person in the relationship. I don't worry about anything. I have that mentality of like, we'll make it work, we'll get through it, be positive. And it has, do you know what, it has worked, you know, in the past, having that mentality. So I'm just going to continue to have that. And, you know, I don't know, I know we'll be fine. Like I said, we're both in good jobs, you know, we've got support around us. I think a baby, I've had this conversation with many people actually, and, you know, is a baby expensive? Okay, yeah, they get expensive when they kind of start to grow up. But I think, you know, realistically, a small baby, a small child, it doesn't really, I don't know, like, it'd be interesting to hear what other mums think. So if like you're a mum watching this, it would be good to hear what you think, because obviously you're a mum already and you've experienced it. But I personally think that a small child shouldn't cost a lot. Like, okay, food and milk and nappies, wipes, the essential stuff, I get that can add up. And to be honest, I have no idea how much those things are, so I'm actually clueless with those sort of things. But I think when it comes to clothing, any gadget things, they don't need them. Babies do not need to be dressed in designer clothes. You know, they don't need all the gadgets, like these things that heat the milk for you and stuff like that. That is obviously convenient for the parents. Babies, all they need is to be loved, and they need a roof over their head. They need warmth and food. And yeah, they you know, like, I don't know, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear like what actual mums think when it comes down to like kids being expensive, and what age it starts to kind of really get expensive. Anyway, but no, I would say it doesn't worry me. I just like have that mentality of, you know, we will get through it and we will do what we can to make it work and to try and have a good life. And yeah, that's all we can do, you know. Try not to worry too much about the things that haven't quite happened yet, and just be positive and try and kind of say to yourself, it will be fine and you will make it work. And if you put your mind to it, you can definitely do it. So yeah, but that is all. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I hope I haven't waffled on for too long. I do have a habit of waffling and going off topic. I have to cut so much out of my videos, it's an absolute joke. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A. Let me know what other videos you would like to see. If you're new here, then please don't forget to subscribe. I would love for you to join this little journey. I'm going to be filming more like normal videos, like vlog style videos soon, because obviously we've got the festive period coming up. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing like weekly vlogs in December. I did that last year and I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, if you're up for that, then let me know. If you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them. They're always really helpful. But I'm gonna head off and stop waffling, and I shall see you all in my next one.